Hi, this is Cody Nguyen with the Highlander newspaper. I'm here with Dusan Stancic, marketing manager for the Student Recreation Center, to talk about the new and improved recreation center that was just opened this year. So Dusan, could you tell us more about the process that went into creating this place, the construction, planning, and how do you feel about the end result?
Yeah, sure. I think the construction was well executed by Canon Design. They actually put the whole thing together, and I think the way it came out is beautiful. I think it's a work of art. We got triple the cardio space, double the weight room space, a large, beautiful media wall, just a large swimming pool, tennis courts are going to be coming soon. So I think it really came together pretty well.
All right, thank you. And what were the things that you and your team have been targeting for improvement in the new recreation center versus the old one?
Well, the old one we had a limited space, so like there was a line for cardio machines. The weight room was always packed around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, so people were always like vying for that one dumbbell or barbell. So I think what we decided to do here was actually expand upon the space. And if you look on our second floor, like we have like a large amount of cardio machines, so there's no more waiting like it used to be back in the old gym. So I think those are great improvements.
And with the new recreation center, of course, there are a lot of new features we have here. We have the pool that you just talked about, the tennis courts coming soon, the rock climbing wall right behind you over here. But besides that, what would you say is a new feature of this recreation center that students might not be aware of or maybe underutilizing here?
Well, I think the classroom kitchen is sort of a new feature here. We didn't have it before, but now we have it. So I think it'll be a great opportunity for students to learn how to eat healthier, cook foods healthier, and just live a healthy lifestyle.
Thanks. Speaking of classes, most of the classes I've been told were being held in the SRC North as opposed to this building, the SRC South. What would what would be the cause of that, or what would you say?
Well, the construction isn't completely completed yet, so we have SRC South, and it's supposed to be a classroom in the bridge area, so that'll be one more classroom. And then in the renovated space of SRC North, we'll have two additional classrooms. So in total, there'll be 5 classrooms.
So, what are your plans for the old facility?
Well, SRC North will be renovated space and contains a lounge, so students can kind of hang out, relax. The racquetball courts, squash courts, those will still stay intact. And then, of course, we'll have 4 new multi-purpose rooms. And then, of course, where the basketball courts are, those will stay they'll stay intact as well.
Okay. Thanks a lot. I think that's about all I have for you. Thanks for coming out and thanks for talking to us. Pleasure meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. I'm here with Moises, a student employee at the Recreation Center. Moises, how has the transition from the old rec center to the new rec center been for you? Has it been smooth? Has it been rocky? What's your opinion on that?
The transition has actually been really smooth. There was a lot of work being done, and it was a little rocky, like when the construction was actually happening, but now it's over. Everything's been smooth and happy and good sailing.
That's good, that's good. I've noticed at the front that you have the hand scanners for people to enter. That's a pretty cool addition. What caused that implementation as opposed to the old system where you would just scan people's ID cards?
Well, it's more convenient for the students because this way they don't have to carry out around their wallet or ID. They can just put in their number, scan in, and they're ready to work out.
Oh, cool. So you mentioned earlier about how that during the transition it was a little bit rocky. You had a few obstacles. What were a few of those obstacles that you faced, and have you been able to resolve them yet?
Yeah, so some of the biggest obstacles were, like, for example, during summer session, we had to move a lot of the equipment. So the area was very small and compact, and a lot of the employees, not employees, a lot of the students really didn't like that feel. But now that the gym's being more developed and about 100% completion, it's been resolved.
Oh, it's good to know. And whenever I come here in the evening, it's always so packed. The weight machines are almost pretty full. So, as a student, what would you say the best time to come for me is if I don't want to walk into a full gym and have basically free reign over all of the machines over here?
Well, to be honest, it'd be the early morning. It's pretty much like everything is open and ready to use. And early afternoon is also pretty open as well.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Thanks a lot for your time, Moises. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah. All right. So, what are some of the features in this area that we're standing in right now?
Well, this is the cardio gallery, so there's an abundance of cardio machines here. And some of the cool features about some of these Life Fitness machines is that you can do a virtual run or jog through any type of environment. Like I saw New Zealand, I saw Italy, I saw France. So when you get on this cardio machine, you can actually do like a virtual walk in any location. And on top of that, it has internet and television as well. So all these machines are pretty much equipped with all that. So Cody, pretty much at your disposal, you can actually choose any television station, you can run any calories, you can choose virtual reality. It'll allow you to go anywhere you want on the internet, hook up your phone, if certain workouts, and then if you go to views, well, you actually went online, but you can be on here all day surfing the web and getting a great workout at the same time.
So Dusan, could you tell us more about the new rock climbing wall that you guys have over here at the rec?
Absolutely. This rock was designed by our outdoor excursions assistant director and coordinator, and they actually made the design themselves. As you notice behind me, there is the rock. It has two different routes, a hard route and an easy route, and it also has a bouldering section as well.
Cool. So good for beginners and experts. So you have a lot of options for cardio at the new rec center. You got the treadmills, you got the bikes, the ellipticals, and we also have this track over here. Could you just tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, sure. The track is sort of, I think it's an eighth of a mile, so 8 times would equal 1 mile. In the spot that we're standing right now, it's called the functional training area. So where our classes such as 110 boot camp, athletic conditioning, they're usually done here. And this is where people actually get a chance to kind of do their own workouts privately.
Cool.
All right, so this is the Marple machine. Normally when we have like athletic conditioning, we put somebody on here and they just kind of like sit down and they do a workout by pulling this over. You can set the tension on it and pretty much get a good workout on your arms.
Cool. You were mentioning this kitchen earlier in your interview, so can you just tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So the classroom kitchen here is going to be designed to allow students to learn about healthy eating, how to prepare healthy food, and just give overall wellness about taking care of your body. So it will have demos. We'll have the ability to actually show what's happening as a chef is preparing food. There's TV screens on the other side where students can actually watch like a point of view shot of the chef's hands.
Another feature boasted by the SRC South is an Olympic-style lap pool, a vortex and current channel for students to exercise in, a 20-person pool and spa, and classes offered by the Student Recreation Center, such as scuba diving, snorkeling, swimming lessons, and aqua zumba.